Jan Loeffler, who's a regular here, and he, of course, is the CTO of Plesk. And Plesk are doing a lot of remarkable things, quite amazing. Sometimes it's a little bit below the radar screen, but a lot of stuff going on which we're going to find out more about. Jan's title of his presentation today is Play the Champions League, learn about the secret tactics of Pleskians on how to win the hosting battle. That sounds quite interesting to me. Pleskians, give me your ears. So please help me welcome to the stage Jan Loeffler. And Jan's going to have fun.
Where's the music? That sounds better. Where have you been 4 years ago on July the 13th during the finals of the World Soccer Championship? Has anybody been in the stadium? I remember exactly the feeling, the excitement and the tension when I saw the final match, Germany versus Argentina, at the Brandenburger Tor in Berlin, with thousands of people from all over the world. Now, what are the secret tactics to win the World Championship in soccer? To be honest, I have no idea. Maybe we'll see in a few months. But what I do know is how to win market share in the Hosting Champions League. And what are the best tactics to increase your revenues? Before we deep dive into some market insights, I brought something with you, for you. So I'll have here a Plesk original World Cup 2018 soccer ball by Adidas. And I'll ask a question later, and who of you in this room is the first to provide the right answer gets this ball. Ready? Let's begin with having a look at all the teams who are qualifying for the World Hosting Championship. In order to win, you need to know a lot about the competitors. You need to know their strengths, their weaknesses, their tactics, and their fan clubs. Well, in order to learn more about the teams, my team and I, we reviewed more than 600 hoster and cloud service provider offerings in the past 6 months. And guess what? Most of the websites we've seen look completely outdated. And they still offer the same crap than ages ago. How would you react if the qualifying team would play with the gear from 1855 or 1930? Probably it would work, but what about the speed of the game? What about the performance of the players? Yes, there were times when hosting companies could just write their infrastructure specs on a website and win the cup and make loads of money and grow their fan base. But these times are finally over. Too many hosting businesses are flat or even declining. But why? Are the good old hosting days over? Because of a shrinking and saturated market? Heck no! The market grows like crazy. There are thousands of new websites created every single day. And all need to be hosted somewhere. So is the growth taking place in a different galaxy? Not really. Let's have a look at which teams got promoted to Premier League. And if you look at that, it's a very, very obvious picture. So many hosting companies have ignored the current trends of web development for far too long. They just turned a blind eye on all the changes happening and affecting the whole entire industry. So who are the leaders now? Let's compare with the FIFA ranking. Amazon leads in terms of server count and is therefore leading the league. Alibaba comes second and equals United States on FIFA rank 24. What about DigitalOcean and OVH? DigitalOcean would rank 51, just like Cameroon, and OVH would rank 76. That's like Zambia. GoDaddy is not even listed here. So think about it. If that would be the World Hosting Championship, none of the traditional hosters would have even qualified. Let's have a closer look at the current world champion, Amazon Web Services. One of the core strengths or core values that AWS provides is their flexibility combined with their vast amount of infrastructure services, and that's what they focus on. But there are multiple ways to score and to win the game, and the most decisive one should be simple. So what is your preferred move? The red sideways, or do you prefer the blue straight? Customers want simplicity and great service, and that's definitely not the strength of companies like AWS. And here's where you as hosters should step up and become the coach. You have the skills and the experience to build great services and to help your customers to score. So why don't you offer managed services on top of your generic infrastructure offerings? You know how to play the blue move and to tackle the defense. You know how to design a perfectly shaped solution to fit the customer's needs and have them save both time and money. So we're on it as well and growing nicely. And this is not to upset our partners here. It's just a showcase to demonstrate how it works and that you can be successful too. So this growth that we see here is not limited to AWS. We see the same picture with Google, Alibaba, and Azure. Our revenues grew substantially when we launched our Plesk WordPress server and the Plesk Business Server on both AWS and Azure marketplaces. And those solutions comprise just a standard Plesk license, like the Web Pro Edition, plus some pre-configurations, like many of you hosters already do with your customers, plus valuable extensions like Plesk Premium Email or BoldGrid. And the entry-level pricing starts at $50 per month on top of the EC2 infrastructure costs. Now, you do the math. If you want to have the same revenue increase, why don't you just offer a targeted solution for your customers and sell it 4 times the normal price of your generic hosting plan, like a shared hosting plan or whatever? It's so easy to implement. What about an agency server or an e-commerce solution? And to understand what customers are looking at today, let's have a look at current web trends. Does anybody know in this room what is so exciting about the number 30%? 30%. WordPress, yes. 30% of websites worldwide are built with WordPress, and that's a lot. And its market share is increasing fast continuously. WordPress is a must-have for all hosters and cloud service providers. WordPress is by far the most popular way of websites or building websites ever. But please do me a favor. If you sell WordPress hosting and put WordPress on your website, write it with a capital P. Otherwise, you will never gain credibility from the community. Trust me, 60% of hosters write WordPress wrong. How crazy is that? So far, so good. But remember what I said at the beginning. You need to know the teams playing the World Hosting Cup. So we wanted to know exactly who hosts how many WordPress sites. And so we scanned the whole internet. And here's the result. Out of 213 million registered domains, we scanned all 83 million real domain names with a Google ranking. But we didn't look at subdomains, which is a bit unfair for Automatic, that's the company behind WordPress, because they host millions of WordPress sites on subdomains like janloeffler.wordpress.com. And also other subdomains like blog.mydomain.com are excluded here. You can clearly see that GoDaddy hosts most of the WordPress sites worldwide. But there's something you cannot see in this picture. And this is Plesk is actually powering the second largest amount of WordPress sites worldwide and is quickly growing. But what about developers? More than 70% of developers worldwide use Git as their source control system. But why do so few hosters offer that if it's that important? 90% of web agencies use Git to manage the websites of their clients. But when it comes to production, they have to use what the hoster of their clients offer, and that's in most cases dear old-fashioned FTP upload. Can you believe that? We integrated Git natively in Plesk 1.5 years ago, and we see its usage increasing daily. And besides WordPress and WooCommerce, which, by the way, is responsible for 42% of all e-commerce sites in the world, here's a summary of the most popular web technologies used by web developers today, and thus this is your business opportunity to sell targeted solutions. Let's sum it up. We've discussed two strategies, how you can score and win the hosting cup. Add managed third-party cloud services on top of your standard offerings. And second, offer targeted solutions for web professionals addressing the current web development trends. And a good coach enables his team to easily execute the strategies. And here is the latest and greatest from us for you. And I could now talk hours about current web trends, but I would like to get your attention for my last, most important chapter. Let me introduce you to the best Plesk update we have ever done. We worked super hard during the last year to bring the Plesk user experience to a completely new level. We ask our users what we do great, what sucks, and what we need to improve. And I'm proud to share the amazing results within the next few minutes. Let's start with the first user impression of Plesk Onyx. The first thing you'll notice is that Plesk users are now able to log in via Google, GitHub, or Facebook. That's faster and more convenient than typing in a password. And second, we simplified the installation so that users receive a ready-to-use environment immediately. And for you as hosters, we just published a new and modern REST API, together with the latest Plesk update. Getting online was never easier than with the WordPress Toolkit. And we have completely redesigned the WordPress Toolkit from scratch to provide the best possible user experience. And here it comes. The WordPress Toolkit is completely written in modern JavaScript technology to make it super fast, clean, and user-friendly, and always oriented on real user workflows. And the last 2 years, we interviewed countless web agencies and WordPress users to understand how they work and what they need. And the WordPress Toolkit is based on this knowledge. And we are raising the bar every single month by delivering more features and improvements via continuous delivery to all users. And I could now talk an hour only about the WordPress Toolkit, but I'm afraid they'll kick me from stage in a few minutes. So let's focus on the most innovative feature. Every day, there are more than 60,000 websites hacked, and many of them are WordPress sites. Not because WordPress wouldn't be secure. WordPress is secure if you keep it up to date. But we were shocked to see how few people keep their WordPress sites up to date regularly enough. This just doesn't fit their schedule. You have better things to do to check the WordPress installation for updates every day. And updating is the thing that web agencies are afraid of the most, because every update of plugins or themes could break their installation and ruin their day. And if you do it right, then updating takes a lot of time. And so we solve the most critical issue of WordPress users. With smart updates, we use the power of automation and artificial intelligence, deep learning to be exact, to guarantee you that you won't ever break your production site when installing updates. And even better, you can use the automatic mode that keeps all your WordPress sites up to date, including plugins and themes, and it will never ever break your site. If there's an issue, for example, with one of the plugins, the WordPress Toolkit will send you an email with a screenshot of the exact issue and lets you decide whether you want to apply it to production or reject it. And our AI system can even deal with dynamic content, with picture carousels, or with animations. But if there's a broken font, or pictures are corrupt, or a page is missing, it will alarm you immediately so that you can take action before your production site is affected. And so smart updates, we truly simplify the lives of web professionals, which brings me to my next topic. Let me introduce you your personal advisor. The new Plesk advisor will take you by the hand and make sure that you're secure, performant, reliable, and that you attract more visitors for your websites. And if your setup is not in good shape, follow his recommendations and you'll become the master. And we also delivered one of the most requested features for more speed. In the past year, we performed countless tests to benchmark Varnish, Nginx, Memcached, Redis, WordPress file caching, CDN, and so on. But to not bore you with details, we achieved the best results with Varnish, but you have to be an absolute expert to configure it right, to play in the Formula One. Nginx scored second, but it's much faster or much easier and more fail-safe to integrate. And so we integrated Nginx caching directly into Plesk to make it available to all users. And if you use the WordPress Toolkit, then it's just switching on or off per website, if you like. And if you want to participate in the Formula One, then we'll publish a Varnish-based speed kit within the next days. And in unlikely cases of turbulences, we developed a brand new repair kit, which can heal Plesk in seconds. Whenever there's an issue, you can immediately open the repair kit directly from the error page, and it helps you to get back online quickly. Now let's get some more traffic to your websites. And I'm absolutely thrilled to present our new SEO toolkit that we developed together with the thought leaders from the SEO industry, because your visibility is our responsibility. And the SEO toolkit provides you with, or guides you through all the necessary steps to improve your search engine rankings. You will get actionable insights on your site's performance from the SEO advisor. Keep an eye on competitors, bots, rankings, historical visibility changes, and get many more visitors based on true SEO experts. Great things are done by a series of small things together. And that's why we continuously deliver new extensions every single month, so we can keep the Plesk core lean, while you can build targeted solutions for your customers to win the hosting cup. The Plesk extension catalog is the home of more than 100 tools, features, and extra services, and those solutions solve very important aspects for developers, designers, agency owners, sysadmins, hosters, and online businesses. And to make it easy for Plesk users to browse all the offerings, we've rewritten the extension catalog completely to allow further growth without wasting precious time or even getting lost. So let me introduce you to the new user experience, including organization via drag and drop. Expect the extension catalog to make valuable recommendations based on artificial intelligence in the near future, and stop showing you what you don't need or already have. And it will always keep you up to date with the latest solutions. And here's a tiny excerpt of our more than 120 extensions. And my top 3 are Acronis backup, since you should never ever use a server without a backup. Uptime Robot to get alarmed via SMS immediately when your website goes down. And third, the SEO toolkit to get more visitors on your website. And all of that is available right now. So let me introduce you to the first teams that we equipped with the new Plesk Onyx 17.8. So I'm absolutely excited to highlight some of our beloved hosting partners who launch new products based on the latest Plesk Onyx and WordPress Toolkit updates as we speak. A2 Hosting, Manage.com and Condero from the US, URL and WebPlus from Brazil, Conetics and OC Hosting from Australia, Exabyte from Malaysia, ZNet Live from India, and finally in Europe, Infor Telecom and Axanet from Spain, 34sp.com from the UK, InternetX from Germany, and PTISP from Portugal. And here's my conclusion and the call to action for you from today's talk. Go to plesk.com, browse through the new extension catalog, and select your top extensions and configure your dream team with Plesk to win the World Hosting Cup. Because if you don't, you're ignoring current market trends and innovation. And if you're too busy to leave your comfort zone, you might get stuck in digital stone age and won't even qualify for the next hosting championship. And if you would like to see a demo, then grab me after my talk, come to our booth, speak with the Plesk experts, and we are happy to have a chat with you at the bar tonight. Let's open the book. Let's bet on the upcoming World Cup or the next acquisitions and who will win the hosting championship.
Jan Loeffler, Coach Jan, as of today. So you have a question for the group. And some lucky winner is going to win this wonderful Plesk ball.
Yes, absolutely. So, are you ready for the final question? Yes. Good. What is the most visited feature or feature page in Plesk? WordPress Toolkit is cool, but it's more. There's something that has more. The extension catalog. No, something that has more. The dashboard, very close, but no, something has more. Again?
Lenny?
No, not the feature page. The logins page, very good, but no, something has more. Definitely not. No, help is very low. What? Smart updates? No, that's new. But maybe after today, the ranking will be high. Let's see. Search, okay, very good. Which? No, it's inside Plesk. Caching, no, very new. Think broader. So we have hundreds of thousands of installations. API, no.
Can I suggest something again? Let's ask another question.
I make it more narrow. Think about how to edit files. Yes, File Manager! Yay!
Oh!
Woohoo! Can I have your name, please? What was? Patrick. Very good, Patrick. Then let's meet at the side of the stage, and you're the winner of the ball. Thanks a lot, and looking forward to speaking to you soon.